Okay, there we go. Let's go live on YouTube. Good, we needed that. Let's move you out of the way. 1 and 2. Anyway, so how have you been doing? Okay. Oh, I forgot to post any announcements about this stream. That's fine. Hey, Rainbow Teddy, welcome. Not much, just gonna be doing an episode of Doki Doki Literature Club starting up in just a second. I just about got all the stuff done here that I needed. Totally forgot to put up a few announcements, but that's fine. We're only doing one stage today, so no time for anything else. I'm gonna grab some water. Rainbow, NY, I'm gonna be right back. See you guys in a second. Okay, here we are. Yeah, Sunwise is visiting my stream. That's one way of looking at it. Okay, let's minimize all those things. They just get in our way. We don't need any of that. But yeah, Rainbow, I was... Yes, I can attest that I am in fact a good friend of NY's. I've visited him a few times when I've been in state. Although we do live a few states away, so you know, we don't see each other regularly. Yeah, but anyway, Rainbow, as I was telling NY's earlier, I was setting up the slats in my guest bedroom, and they are such a pain. Yeah, I got a leftover frame. Oh, ads. Lovely. Who doesn't love ads? But good, that means we'll get them out of the way before the important stuff starts. Oh, there we go. That's, what I've got to open up. I didn't open up, Twitch or Kick. I'm like, something is missing. Dun dun bum 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 ba dun 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 bum ba dun dun bum. Do 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 do. Yeah, I still got another minute of the ads left. If you don't like them, you can always hop on over to YouTube or Kick or Rumble. But I do always appreciate you hanging out and watching the ads. Alright, 40 seconds left on the ad. Ads done. Perfect. Anyways, I do apologize to you for subjecting you to Disney Star Wars, but I will not apologize for taking Disney Star Wars' money. Because as we all know, Disney Star Wars is not Star Wars. But with that very important message out of the way, I think we can get around to starting. Let's just hit unmute there. Perfect. Good. Rogue One and Solo weren't bad, but yeah. Yep. Alright, let's get Doki pulled up and start recording. Let's drop that a little bit. That's better. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. Once again, we are in the Side Stories. So, without much further ado, let's get to them. We've already done both trusts and the first part of understanding, so now it's time to get to understanding part 2. Let's go! Begin this side story, yes! Yuri does always look pretty. For the first time, Sayori is the first to enter the clubroom. Anxiety courses through her relentlessly. Will Yuri show up today? Sitting at a desk, she stamps her feet in an attempt to calm down. Why am I letting this affect me so much? I'm doing everything I can to make Yuri happy, but my best wasn't good enough. But it was still my best. But I'm letting everyone down. I'm always just a disappointment. Sayori continues to wrestle with her self-deprecating thoughts. Every tiny noise causes her to lift her head in anticipation of Yuri's arrival. ... Minutes pass, and nobody enters the clubroom. Not Yuri or Monica. Gosh, I'm so late. Why did I offer to help those other students with their work? I'm such a pushover sometimes. It's going to leave such a bad impression on new club members like Yuri if I'm not the first one there. Monica rounds the corner, approaching the clubroom. As she does so, Yuri? Yuri jumps at the sound of Monica's voice. She's sitting outside the clubroom, against the wall, next to the door. Embarrassed, she quickly closes the book she was reading and stands up. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry I'm late. You didn't have to wait outside for me. The door to the clubroom is open.
It's not...
Yuri stammers, unable to explain herself. She peers inside the clubroom through the window, then looks away.
Actually, I was just wondering if I could help you today instead.
Huh? Me? With club publicity stuff?
Yes.
Monica is utterly confused. Why is Yuri asking this all of a sudden, when she was so eager to spend time with Sayori before? Did they not get along after all? Monica looks into the clubroom herself to see Sayori sitting alone inside. Okay. It's kind of a simple job, but I'd be happy for you to tag along.
Me too.
Monica is worried, but she finds it difficult to insert herself into whatever conflicts that may have arisen. It's a little ironic, she realizes, that she could be so conflict avoidant after having been in the debate club. Okay, let's take a walk together. I just have to make copies of this new flyer, then go around to the billboards and replace the old ones with the new ones. Yuri nods, and the two set off. The two walk in silence. Without Sayori, Monica finds it quite difficult to strike up conversation. So, how's everything been going?
Fine.
That's good. Neither of them follow up with anything more. Monica tenses up at the stinted conversation. How the heck does Sayori do it? Sorry, I didn't see you yesterday. I went straight to the computer lab to work on the flyers.
Sayori told me.
What did you two end up doing yesterday?
Just some reading.
Oh, I'm glad. It's really starting to feel more like a literature club now. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I felt so intimidated at first when I heard about the kind of reading you were into. But you know, it's kind of stupid of me because I'm just intimidated by things I'm not good at. It's so silly to assume that everyone who comes to the club will just have the same interests as me. But it's so cool that you were able to get Sayori into it. It's like the club is working. I'm really happy about that.
She's not into it.
Huh?
She's not into it, and I'm stupid for forcing it onto her.
Yuri falls silent again, as if she started her thoughts but can't figure out how to continue it. Did something happen? Yuri sighs.
No, it's just me. I just...
Yuri pauses.
I'm thinking...
A moment passes into silence. Then Yuri shakes her head.
I shouldn't be complaining to you all of a sudden.
Don't be silly. I won't think you're complaining. I just want to make sure you feel welcome. If it's important to that, then you can tell me anything.
Well, I do feel welcome. Too welcome, I guess. It's not an issue with the club, it's just an issue with me. So, I feel wrong to inconvenience you with it.
Monica pauses and thinks. Well, what if we put it this way? It's my job as president to understand the needs of the club members, right? We're going to have all kinds of people joining this club. Hopefully, anyway. And learning about the diverse needs and interests of everyone will help me come up with club activities that everyone can be happy with.
That everyone can be happy with? Not just only some people?
Of course! I need to be looking out for everyone. Otherwise, what kind of club would it be?
I see.
Yuri looks a little more relaxed. It signals to Monica that switching from a sympathetic approach to a pragmatic one was a good choice. Each individual truly does have their own needs.
Okay.
Yuri takes a deep breath.
I'm a really weird and awkward person. I've accepted that about myself. I just don't know how to, I guess, connect with other people. How is it so easy for everyone else? How do you just make conversation about any arbitrary topic? I can talk for hours about the things that I'm into. Unfortunately, so much that I don't know when to stop. But for anything else, I just have no idea what to say. So, I understand that about myself. I'm just not good with people. I can't help it. So it feels like whenever I'm confronted with a new social situation, I'm either ignored or made fun of or taken pity on. And Sayori falls into that third category.
She what? Hold on, you're saying that Sayori is taking pity on you? Yuri nods.
I just want to be treated like a normal person. If you don't like me or you don't connect with my interests, then just tell me. I can accept that and move on. Sayori is too nice to me. I'm so stupid for not realizing that she would just go along with whatever I pushed onto her. Nobody deserves to put themselves through that kind of discomfort just because they pity some weirdo who doesn't know how to make friends. It's the worst feeling. I hate it.
Yuri's sharp words cut through the tense air. Somewhere in the middle of the conversation, the two stopped short in the hallway, prioritizing the conversation over their original task. Monica looks at Yuri. Yuri only looks down, with her fists clenched.
I
think you should tell her that.
I could never say that to someone's face. It's pathetic.
Sayori is different. Making people happy is the most important thing to her. I'm sure that's all she's trying to do. So, if you're able to explain to her what makes you happy, then she'll do anything to make it happen.
That's the problem. What kind of friendship has one person always trying to cater to the other person's weird needs? ... Sorry, I'm making myself sound so...
No, I think I'm starting to understand. Monica hesitates to finish her thought out loud. It's something that Sayori would be able to say better. Sayori is someone who will give anyone however much kindness they need in order to smile. But Yuri, who has difficulty accepting kindness, must be driving Sayori to be even more assertive in her kindness. Apologies for the sneeze. Further exacerbating the matter. Neither person is to blame, but it's an issue that can't be resolved without them understanding each other better. Sayori wants to be your friend. I promise that. It's okay for different people to have different needs. I mean, Sayori, she has her own needs too. But good friends work together and can be what they need for each other. You just have to have good communication and talk about it.
I don't have good communication.
Yuri stops and shakes her head.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. My head is just... it's so resistant to everything. I'm pushing such a kind person away from me because of it.
Yuri pauses to think.
I'm so tired of this cycle I'm creating for myself. I think I'm so afraid of people pushing me away that I just push them away first. How thoughtless and immature of me.
Yuri takes a deep breath and exhales.
I didn't mean for this to turn into a whole venting session, but I understand now that I just need to communicate with her.
You're totally fine. It's for the club, remember? You're just helping make the club a better place for everyone.
Yeah.
Yuri falls silent again. She looks like she wants to say something.
This kind of critical thinking is something that I'm really bad at. You know, about people. So, thank you.
Anytime. Monica smiles at Yuri. For just a moment, Yuri finds it in herself to meet Monica's gaze, returning a shy smile of her own. Yuri and Monica finished replacing the old flyers with the new ones. More accurately, Monica mostly did the work, while Yuri followed along. But as the club room once again draws near, so does Yuri's confrontation.
I can't do this.
Yes, you can. It'll be great. Yuri sighs and shakes her head.
I'm never going to feel confident enough. I just have to do it. If I don't do it now, I never will.
Yuri starts towards the door, but then turns to face Monica.
You're not just going to wait outside, are you?
I can take a walk. Want me to get you a coffee or something?
Actually, I prefer tea. I like to make my own, though, so please don't worry about it. Although I suppose that's one downside of reading here in the club rather than at home. I don't get to drink tea while reading. Sorry, I guess that has nothing to do with this.
You know, now that you mention it, I bet we could get permission to keep stuff for tea in the club room. You can use, like, an electric kettle to heat up water, right?
Would that really be possible?
I'll look into it. I think it would be great. Yuri smiles and nods at the thought. Well, I'll be back in a bit. Good luck. Monica waves at Yuri, then turns around and departs down the hallway, as Yuri's smile fades once more. A moment of daydreaming about tea isn't enough to save her from the anxiety of the task that lies before her. But it must be done. Taking one more deep breath, Yuri timidly opens the clubroom door. Yuri! Wait, hold on, I'm not done yet. Sayori shuffles a bunch of papers around. Yuri stammers, her words suddenly caught in her throat. At that moment, she realizes how Sayori has been spending her afternoon. I wasn't expecting you to come today. I was really hoping to make it all the way through the next chapter first. But I got most of the way through it. And look! Sayori holds up a sheet of paper. It's a page of notes, beautifully produced with indentations, categories, and even color coding. As Yuri sees it, her expression shifts from anxiety to despair. I was afraid you were getting disappointed in me. So I've been trying really hard.
Stop.
Yuri presses her fists against her forehead.
Please stop. I can't take this.
Yuri? Sayori's voice quivers in shock after having received the exact opposite response she was expecting.
I'm sorry.
Sayori looks away in guilt.
Did I do something wrong? I don't understand, so if I did something wrong, please tell me.
Yuri shakes her head.
No, it's me. I keep putting myself in these situations where people are afraid to treat me normally. If you don't like this kind of reading, it's okay. Please, just tell me. I don't need to be treated differently, just because I'm weird. But I don't treat you differently. I just want my friends to be happy. So I thought that if we did something together that you really like. I don't want your pity. ... Why did I do that?
Yuri sinks to her knees. Her voice squeaks.
I'm sorry.
Tears of guilt and self-loathing begin to stream down her face. This isn't how it was supposed to go. Why is it so hard just to articulate your thoughts? Why do you end up pushing everyone away from you? Yuri's mind pounds with internal accusations as she shuts her eyes, unable to face Sayori or the rest of the world. She should leave, just escape from here, before Monika sees her like this, and before Sayori tells Monika what she did. But before Yuri can put any strength into her legs, she feels a warm pair of arms gently wrap around her from behind.
It's okay.
Sayori whispers in a soothing voice.
It's okay. It's okay.
Overcome by despair, Yuri finds herself unable to protest or pull away from Sayori's kind gesture. Yuri sniffles, breathing heavily through a clenched throat, trying with all her willpower to control herself.
I understand. I understand that the things you're feeling in your head are different from the things you're trying to say. I know that must be what you're feeling right now. I promise, I understand that. So I'll give you as much time as you need. When you're ready, just tell me your feelings and we'll talk about them together, okay?
Yuri sniffles again and nods her head. She gives herself a minute to compose her thoughts, then speaks while steadying her voice.
I think that I've gotten so used to people being weirded out by me that it feels like anyone who's nice to me is just doing it out of pity. I'm so horrible with people, so it makes me not want to believe that someone can actually like me for who I am.
Yuri pauses, but Sayori doesn't interrupt. Rather, she waits for Yuri to continue.
I got so excited when I joined the literature club. I thought that it was finally my chance to make friends through my interests, because my interests are the only things I know how to talk about. It's all I have going for me. But then, whenever I catch myself getting overly obsessive in front of other people, it feels like I'm making a fool of myself. I hate myself for it. Ultimately, I just want to be treated like a normal person, but how am I supposed to expect that when I can't behave like one? I just want to learn how to get along with people and stop ruining things for myself. That's all.
Yuri finishes her thoughts, feeling more steady after having gotten them out. Sayori, who can feel Yuri's breath rise and fall from beneath her arms, realizes that as well.
Thank you for helping me understand you a little bit better. You know, you were so great at helping me when we were reading, so I'll help you with the things that you need too. But I've feel like it would just be frustrating for you with how much patience I require sometimes.
That sounds kind of familiar. I couldn't stop worrying about that while we were reading. I was so afraid you would get frustrated at me.
But I would never do that. I did my best to reassure you by mentioning how I have a lot of patience.
Yeah, I know, but my irrational fears just won't be quiet sometimes. I'm sure it's the same for you, right?
Yeah, irrational fears.
Well, you know, there's no way that you could frustrate me because I already like you as the person that you are. I know you said you'd have a hard time believing that, but I promise it's true.
And
you don't have to be a social person for people to like you. I think you're really considerate in your own way, you know? Worrying so much about other people's feelings. We're all kind of weird. It's a literature club. But it's the best part that we're all given. But it's the best part that we're all different and have different interests. Like, about the book. I'm reading it because I want to. I promise. That's what I really want. It's a bit of a struggle, but try not to mistake that for me not enjoying it. I mean, we can never discover new things if we didn't try them first, right? I want to learn the reasons that you love it so much. And in the end, if it's not for me, then I can say that, but I'll be glad that I tried it and learned more about you. Plus, you're like super duper smart, and I want that to rub off on me.
Yuri fights back a smile at that comment. Already, the heavy atmosphere surrounding her seems to have evaporated through the caress of Sayori's arms.
Your hair is so pretty. I always wanted long hair, but I was awful at taking care of it, so I cut it all off.
Yuri's tension relaxes. For once, she feels okay just listening rather than worrying so much about saying the right thing. Sayori senses Yuri's comfort, lets her rest. It must be so difficult for her to feel relaxed around other people. But if the literature club can make it happen, then it's something that she deserves to experience.
Well, then, based on my understanding of your feelings, I suppose I wouldn't mind if we were to continue reading.
That's what I wanted to hear.
But we can stop at any time. If you truly don't like it, please be honest about it. I won't be offended.
Of course. I'm not going to judge anything this early on, though, so we'll just see what happens.
Oh, and, it's not good to touch people without their consent first.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable.
Oh, you didn't? I mean, I suppose it was kind of nice. I was just saying.
I'm back. Monica's back. I haven't seen you, like, at all recently.
Sayori trots over to Monica.
Ah!
She whispers loudly.
Can I hug you? Sure, Sayori.
Sayori wraps her arms around Monica.
Oh yeah, Yuri, it might be good to know. Sayori can be kind of a hug monster. Hey, don't call me a monster. Artemis is a monster. If he inherits the kingdom, it could spell disaster.
Yuri laughs. Monica perplexedly looks between the two of them, then smiles.
Well, I'm glad you've been enjoying your reading so far. It's like our first real activity as the literature club.
About that, well, you've been so patient with exploring my interests. I think that it would be inconsiderate of me not to return the favor to you and to learn about the things that you like.
Yes! Do you like poetry? Yuri smiles. Ooh la la. What sort of picture did we get here? Okay. Finish side story, understanding 2. Aww. Sayori, silly, awesome, Yanni, optimistic, really fun. I can't think of an I word. Don't forget, look at all her sticky notes. Cute, but I don't think that's the one we're going to be keeping. We're going to grab this one. This is going to be our thumbnail today. Very nice. And nothing else unlocked after that. Okay, well, that was a successful run. Bit of a short episode, short stream, just the one, but that's alright. We're up to 22 songs. I do like that part. But yeah, please, like, follow, subscribe, check me out on Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Odyssey, and Kick. And I'll see you next time. If you're watching the VODs, next time with more Dokis, or if you're watching the stream, next time for more Crush Crush. Bye now. Whew. Jeez. I've got a terrible combination of being sleepy and having a bunch of stuff to do. Never like that combo. But yeah, that is today's stream all wrapped up. Anyways, Rainbow, thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Stop. Oh. And YouTube and stream.